Let's talk about self-care. My name is Lisa Drew, your breakthrough partner and coach, and today's topic is self-care and why is this so important? Self-care isn't just a trendy buzzword. It is essentially a rebellious act of reclaiming your life back. Life is filled with so many demands on our time. We have work, we have family, we have friends, we have our children, we have all these things pulling us in so many different directions. It is truly essential that we take time to care for ourselves. It is the ultimate act of self-preservation. It's not just about a luxury spa day or sipping mimosas at brunch, right? All of that is awesome, but it's also about just recognizing that you have to put your oxygen mask on first. You have to make sure that you are tending to your needs and not just the needs of others throughout the day. You can't help somebody out of lack. If you're trying to help and give out of a place of scarcity, it's going to feel bad. You're going to feel stressed. Now, if you're giving from a place of overflow because you filled your own cup and it's bubbling over and that's what you're giving from, then that's going to feel good. That's going to feel good for you and for the other person. Okay, so it is essential to truly know what self-care is and to know how to practice it appropriately so that you're living a truly fulfilled life. So, we always say that self-care is not selfish, but sometimes it is. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to care for yourself because, like I said before, it's going to help you have what you need in order to care for others even more. Okay, so practice self-care. Like I said, it's not just pampering yourself. It's about fortifying yourself against the burnout and mental fatigue that can come with the constant grind of work life. And work-life balance, that's something else that we hear a lot that is very essential. So in essence, self-care is about you becoming your own best friend. I always think of one of the most important aspects of self-care for myself is those positive affirmations and me speaking nicely to myself throughout the day. Believe it or not, that is a form of self-care because a lot of us beat ourselves up throughout the day, especially when we make a mistake or we might bump into something, drop something, miss a meeting. We call ourselves names. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm such a failure. I'm this, I'm that. It comes out so fast that it's scary sometimes how negatively we talk about ourselves. But switching that to positive and speaking to yourself nicely, that is a form of self-care. That is a form of self-care that you don't have to take the day off to do, right? You can do that throughout the day. And that's actually even more effective than taking the day off because learning to care for yourself and your emotions in the midst of working hard and grinding is the ultimate level of self-care and self-appreciation. So that's something that is definitely essential. Those positive affirmations, speaking nicely to yourself, taking time throughout the day to get yourself a treat that you know that you like. You might have to have a working lunch, but if you're eating something that you actually wanted to eat and you took you took an extra trip to go get it or whatever the case may be, that's self-care. Okay, it's not necessarily just sitting down and being pampered. So learning to be nice to yourself throughout the day. Okay, so go ahead and become a rebel. Go against the norm because self-care is not the norm. Self-care is something that people don't really learn how to do, especially the form that I'm speaking of, where you're doing it throughout the day. Self-care is something that people kind of, take a few hours to do on the weekend, or take a day or a week off to do, and they're not learning how to love themselves on a day-to-day basis. So that's going to be your secret weapon to success and living a life that's not just survived, but you are passionately and authentically living your life. You're moving from survival to thriving, and that's amazing. So, thank you for joining me to the end, and have a wonderful breakthrough day. Make sure you subscribe to 321 Breakthrough newsletter if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you soon.